Some islands are not just surrounded by water, they are surrounded by mystery. Across the planet, there are islands with abandoned cities, forbidden tribes, alien forests, strange statues, volcanic birthplaces, and stories so dark they sound invented. Some were left behind by humans, some were created by fire. Some are so isolated that most people will never see them with their own eyes. Today, we're counting down the top 9 mysterious islands you won't believe exist. And stay until number 1, because the final island is so protected, so isolated, and so dangerous to approach that almost no outsider has ever truly entered its world. Before we begin, comment which island you think will be the most mysterious. Number 9, Hashima Island, Japan. From a distance, Hashima Island looks like a battleship made of concrete, but inside those walls is a city that was abandoned almost overnight. Gray apartment blocks rise from the sea like a ruined fortress. Broken windows stare out over the waves. Stairways lead nowhere. Empty rooms sit in silence, while the ocean keeps crashing against the sea walls. Hashima Island, also known as Gunkanjima, was once a coal mining island with thousands of residents packed into a tiny space. At its peak, it had schools, shops, apartments, and entertainment areas. It was a complete city built on rock and industry. But when coal declined and the mine closed, the island was emptied. What remains is a ghost city in the ocean, slowly being reclaimed by wind, salt, and time. Hashima was once one of the most densely populated places on Earth. That is what makes it so eerie. The buildings were not built for beauty. They were built to hold as many people as possible in a harsh industrial world. For some, Hashima is a symbol of Japan's rapid industrial rise. For others, it carries painful memories connected to forced labor during wartime. It is a place where progress, hardship, and memory collide. But Hashima was abandoned by people. The next island became mysterious because nature there looks like it came from another planet. From Japan, we travel to an island where trees look like they belong in a science fiction movie. Number 8, Socotra Island, Yemen. Socotra does not look like a normal island. It looks like Earth kept one of its oldest dreams hidden in the ocean. Strange dragon's blood trees rise from rocky hills like giant umbrellas. White sand beaches meet turquoise water. Desert mountains stand behind alien-looking plants that seem impossible anywhere else. Socotra is mysterious because of its extreme isolation and unique life. Many of its plants and animals are found nowhere else on Earth. Over millions of years, isolation allowed nature to evolve in strange and beautiful ways. The famous dragon's blood tree gets its name from its red sap. When the tree is cut, the sap can look like blood. That one detail alone makes the island feel legendary. It is a living museum of evolution. People have lived on Socotra for generations, developing traditions shaped by the island's harsh beauty. But modern conflict and climate pressure have made protecting Socotra more important than ever. But Socotra is mysterious because of life. The next island is mysterious because it was born from violence beneath the sea. Now we move from an ancient island of strange trees to a new island created by fire. Number 7, Surtsey, Iceland. Most islands are ancient. Surtsey is different. Humans watched it being born. Black volcanic rock rises out of the cold Atlantic. Steam once exploded from the sea as ash, lava, and fire built new land where there had been only water. Surtsey formed after an undersea volcanic eruption in the 1960s. Scientists had a rare chance to watch a brand new island appear and then observe how life slowly arrived. First came microbes, then plants, birds, insects, and new ecosystems. It shows how life can begin again on bare rock. Access to Surtsey is strictly controlled. Very few people are allowed to go there because even a single seed carried on a shoe could change the island's natural development. For scientists, Surtsey is priceless, but Surtsey's mystery is scientific. The next island carries a darker mystery, one filled with disease, death, and fear. From a newborn volcanic island, we travel to a place many call the most haunted island in the world. Number 6, Poveglia Island, Italy. Some islands are mysterious because they are beautiful. Poveglia is mysterious because people are afraid of what happened there. Old buildings decay behind overgrown trees. A bell tower rises above cracked walls. Empty windows face the Venetian lagoon, and the island feels silent in a way that makes the imagination work too hard. Poveglia Island has a long and disturbing reputation. Over the centuries, it has been associated with quarantine, plague, and later, institutional use. Its history made it a place where people were sent away from society. Legends claim the island is haunted, and while many stories are exaggerated, the real history is already dark enough. When a place is used to isolate the sick and unwanted, it naturally becomes wrapped in ghost stories. It is a symbol of being removed from the world. But Poveglia's mystery comes from human history. The next island is mysterious because of giant stone faces that still stare across the Pacific. Now we leave Italy and cross to one of the most isolated inhabited islands on Earth. Number 5. Easter Island, Chile. Easter Island is famous for its giant stone heads, but the deeper mystery is not just what they are, it is why they were made. Massive stone figures stand on windswept grasslands, facing inland with silent expressions. The ocean stretches endlessly behind them. Some statues lie unfinished in volcanic rock, as if the island suddenly stopped speaking. Easter Island is one of the most remote inhabited islands in the world. Its monuments, the moai, were created by the Rapa Nui people. Moving and raising these massive statues on a remote island required incredible organization, skill, and belief. Many people think the moai are just heads, but many have full bodies buried or partially hidden beneath the ground. They are full figures connected to a larger sacred landscape. For the Rapa Nui people, they are part of identity and memory. If you could visit only one of these islands, which one would you choose? Drop your answer below before we reach number 1. We're moving from stone giants to a frozen, lonely island almost no one will ever visit. Number 4. Bouvet Island, South Atlantic Ocean. Bouvet Island may be one of the loneliest places on Earth. A frozen volcanic island rises from the South Atlantic, covered in ice, cliffs, and dark rock. Stormy seas surround it. There are no cities, no villages, no roads, and no easy place to land. It is often described as one of the most remote islands in the world. In the 1960s, an abandoned lifeboat was reportedly found on the island, but no clear explanation was discovered. This island is mysterious because it feels almost unreachable, like a forgotten dot at the edge of the map. It reminds us of the limits of isolation. But Bouvet is lonely because almost no one lives there. The next island is mysterious because someone left behind clues that people are still trying to understand. Now we travel to a place where treasure hunters have been digging for generations. Number 3. Oak Island, Canada. Oak Island is small, quiet, and covered in trees. But for more than 2 centuries, people have believed something incredible is buried beneath it. Beneath the surface, tunnels, pits, shafts, and theories have turned it into one of the world's most famous treasure mysteries. It became famous because of the money pit, where people believed treasure or important artifacts might be hidden. Every discovery seems to create 3 more questions. People have spent huge amounts of money trying to solve Oak Island's mystery. Some have lost fortunes, some have lost their lives. And still, the central question remains. Was something truly buried there? Or did belief create the mystery? It shows what mystery can do to people. But Oak Island's mystery is about what might be buried. The next island is about what humans may never be allowed to disturb. From treasure tunnels in Canada, we move to a Pacific atoll with beauty, tragedy, and a reputation for darkness. Number 2. Palmyra Atoll, Pacific Ocean. Palmyra Atoll looks like paradise, but its history gives that paradise a shadow. Bright turquoise water surrounds low green islands and coral reefs. Palm trees bend in the wind. From above, it looks peaceful and untouched. But the emptiness feels strange, like the island is hiding something beneath the calm. It is surrounded by stories of shipwrecks and dark rumors. Palmyra became widely known in part because of a real-life murder case involving visitors in the 1970s. That event turned the island's mystery from legend into something chillingly human. Today, it is a place for science and conservation, protecting nature instead of destroying it. But Palmyra can be studied, visited, and protected. Number 1 is different. It is an island where outsiders are not welcome, and for good reason. For the most mysterious island, we travel to a place almost completely separate from the modern world. Number 1 is North Sentinel Island, one of the most mysterious and protected islands on Earth. From above, it looks like a green circle surrounded by bright reef and blue water. Dense forest covers almost every part of the island. There are no hotels, no roads, no ports, and no open invitation. It is one of the few places on Earth where the outside world is meant to stay away. North Sentinel is home to the Sentinelese, an indigenous people who have lived in isolation for a very long time. They have resisted outside contact, and Indian law protects the island by restricting access. The mystery here is about separation. In a world where almost everything is mapped and explained, this island remains one of the last places where outsiders know very little. Contact could threaten their survival. The most shocking part is that this island exists in the modern age. Satellites pass above it, ships travel through nearby waters, and yet North Sentinel remains largely untouched by the systems that shape the rest of the world. There are very few places left where we have collectively accepted we should not enter. North Sentinel matters because it forces us to rethink what mystery means. Not every mystery exists for us to solve. Not every hidden place needs to be opened. Not every culture should be turned into content or entertainment. Sometimes respect means distance. The Sentinelese are not a puzzle, they are people. North Sentinel earns the #1 spot because it is more than mysterious. It is a reminder that the world still has limits. There are still shores where outsiders should not step, forests that do not belong to cameras. The greatest mystery is not what is hidden there, it is whether the world can learn to leave it alone. Earth is full of islands that feel almost impossible. Abandoned, alien, born from fire, or communities we barely understand. But the most powerful mysteries are not always the ones we solve. Sometimes they are the ones we learn to respect. Which island shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed documentary-style rankings about lost worlds and unexplained mysteries, subscribe for the next journey. Next time, we'll explore ancient places scientists still can't fully explain.